This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 462.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash. 404 error. Page not found. Links aren't working. System is crashing. System is crashing. System is crashing.
Your old HTML website. Barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website. Better than it was before. Better. Stronger. Faster.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. There are no WordCamps due to the fact that it's like the first week of January next weekend, so nothing going on there. In the news, segment one, also not much. It is also New Year's, so just not much going on news-wise, so nothing to report there as well. So with that said, moving right along to segment two, the meat and potatoes of this week's episode, it is time for the 2022 year-end recap. It has been another year, and yeah, so I did this on episode 409, the last time I did the recap, and I have went back and looked for the goals for 2022. I'll share what they were and how we did and how I did this year kind of thing. So starting off with the goals I had for 2022 were, in essence, I wanted to have a better method of sourcing clients. I wanted to make sure my contracts had no missing clauses because that kind of bit me in the butt. I wanted to launch another podcast or two. I wanted to learn a language, both computer and foreign. I wanted to let some domains expire and knock down the business debt by about 50%. Oh, and lastly, I wanted to take at least 3 vacations of 5 days, leaving the laptop behind for at least one of those. Okay. So let's see, how did we do on all that moving forward this year? So yeah, the financials for 2022, I don't have them totally done yet. I think they're pretty good. I'm pretty almost caught up on running the numbers. I mean, I don't have November, December in yet. December just ended. So I think income was pretty much close to what it was the prior year, maybe a little bit higher, which is good. Costs, I think we're down. I won't know this again for another month or so, exact numbers. So, I did sign a deal this time last year, actually back in November of 2021, where I was white labeling for a larger agency, and that was going to be great for we thought moving forward. First quarter was looking really good, and then second quarter they decided to end that, and we're still on good terms. It's just they realized that other agency realized they needed to bring that person in-house, which ironically enough, I helped hire that person and onboard them, and they paid me for that. That was fine, so that's the financials for 2022. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. We'll make it work. So there's that. Let me kind of real quick go back from the goals in 2022. How did I do on those? Just kind of answer those. I don't have a better method at the moment for sourcing clients. It's still word of mouth. Prior to 2020, it was in-person events, meetups, WordCamps, conferences, going out and meeting people. And that didn't really happen last year. So I still don't have a great method of sourcing clients. My contracts are more solid. I don't have any more missing clauses, so that's fine. I did not launch another podcast, also fine. I did not learn a language, computer or foreign, sadly. I did let about 3 or 4 domains expire, so that's pretty cool. But I'll talk about that coming up here, about the opposite side of that. I also did knock down the debt, not quite by 50%, the business debt. I knocked down the personal debt by 50%, but the business debt is still probably knocked it down 25-30%, so not so bad. I could knock it down, yes, but then I'm cash poor in the business, and I'm afraid to do that. So it's a toss up between the interest, and the interest is low. I have an SBA loan from COVID times, so I was smarter there. I moved some money around, so I'm saving like 7 or 8%, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, vacations, I don't believe I knocked out 3 of them. I definitely took a long one to Southern California, saw a lot of friends and family, longer than a typical trip, and I took my laptop everywhere I went. So yeah, 50-50 on that. All right, moving forward, new clients, I don't think I had any major, well, yeah, I do. Actually, 2022, I had like 4 new clients that pop in my head right now. I did lose one MRR, monthly recurring maintenance client, but that was going to happen either way. Actually, it happened, ironically enough, I raised prices. I let all my clients know that are on maintenance and monthly maintenance that prices would be going up. One of them is a large church group. They had like 3 sites with me, and they were going to pull one of them anyways because they have a parishioner who does what I do apparently, and it's okay. they're going to do the site, take it over, redesign it as part of their tithe. So it's okay. So I lost one, and I'm actually about to add two this month, January 2023, because I have two sites that are going to go live this month. So it's okay. I did let, like I said, 3 or 4 domains go, but I also bought two that I know of. I bought, GIF of Jif, and I bought the Conspiracy Counter. Those are both live, and they're out there, so that's kind of fun. And yeah, it's unfortunate in a sense, but I'm also going to buy at least 3 more at least 2 more this month. That is definitely happening because I have some ideas, and it just has to happen. And I'm taking proactive action on the domains I buy within the first 60 days to get something built on them. So there's that. What else? Read books. I read a ton of books, about 35, 40 books last year. So I did that. Produced 52 more episodes of this podcast. Also pretty cool. And thank you for listening for that. So moving forward, what's going to happen in 2023 look like? Well, before I get to that, I want to mention that I answered a question from Kyle Van Dusen. He was on the episode. What episode was he on? He was a couple weeks back. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, episode 459. And he posted a question over in the admin bar. 2023 will be a success if blank happens. And I answered with 4 things. I said I wanted 2 to 3x my MRR. I wanted to launch a membership or coaching service. I want to take a vacation, really unplug for at least 2 weeks. And that's a strong possibility. I have a big anniversary coming up. And I want to run at least one 50-mile ultra. So, of course, of those items, it appears to me that the ultra is the easiest because I can control most of it. That being said, maybe if you want to help, let me know what would be more beneficial. Coaching or membership for videos and how-tos. I've been talking about that for years, and I have a decision to be made on that. So, okay, what is 2023 going to look like moving forward? What is it that I want to do? What is it really going to look like? Well, I will tell you right off the bat, I'm going to reboot my time tracking. I don't know if I'll share that data, but I need to know much more definitively where I spend time. Okay. I want to get that ultra done. I'm thinking also maybe possibly 2xing my registered events. I'm not saying they're all going to be ultras. I did 3 last year. I'm not looking to do 6. I'm looking to do maybe 6 registered events. I have an 8-miler coming up in February. It's a technical course, so that counts. Maybe a couple half marathons, maybe 2 ultras, but I think I can register for about 6 events during the year and knock those out. I'm also thinking I really want to help other content creators. As much as I want to create more content myself, I want to help other creators as well via donations or Patreon. And maybe there's a little nudge here for you. I think you should too. I think, if it's not to me directly, that's totally fine. Find someone who you feel provides value, donate to their proceeds, help them, because it's not necessarily easy to do this all the time for free, but maybe change it every 3 months or every 6 months. Just know that the people who do donate through Patreon, I appreciate it. So do other creators as well. So it's appreciated. So go ahead and do that. I also would like to knock down more debt, also by half. I think it's doable. I'm hopeful it's doable. And so that's kind of cool. Looking to launch maybe another podcast, like I said, membership site or the coaching, and learn another language. I'm going to just keep it to 1 at the moment. 1, either spoken, musical. Music's not really a language, but learn to play guitar, finally, for Kyle. And so spoken or computer language. So, that'd be kind of cool. Lastly here, I want to spend less time consuming content and more time creating content. I just think that's really important because it's easy just to keep learning. So my goal really is to share more about what I've learned or put more into place of what I've learned and take action on it. So that also means listening slower to podcasts and taking notes and being, proactive in that instead of just listening for listening's sake. Okay. So yes, there's a bunch of things I like to do, but truth be told, I'm not going to stress about it, about any of those things. I've written these all down. I have a plan for the first quarter at least, and I'm going to work off of that, and I'll evaluate it in 90 days. So there you go. I'd be interested in knowing your feedback on what your plans are. If you want to share those, by all means, and we can keep each other accountable. That'd be cool. All right. Hope that helps. Gives you some ideas about what you could do also in 2023 Q1. So there we go. All right, moving right along, segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This week's tip is a site I found. I needed to create a sitemap for a site I was working on for something for a client. So I found XML-sitemaps.com. It's free. It does its job. Pretty cool. I mean, I guess, I don't know if there's a paid version or not. I have no connection to them. I just went and used the free service, XML-sitemaps.com, and it did what I needed it to do. So there you have it. going to wrap it up for this week. If you have any questions, go ahead and send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use the speak pipe function of the website. You can sponsor the show, become a Patreon. That'd be awesome. kitchensinkwp.com/Patreon. You can also sponsor the show. There's a form on the website. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right, bye-bye. And P.S. Happy New Year. May 2023 be amazing for you, your family, your friends, and for everybody, the world in general. All right, bye-bye.